Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, 33 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, we've got a second. Want to take a quick spin around the league. Get your thoughts on the rookie quarterbacks. Some of them have been playing really well early, haven't they?
Yeah, so much for guys needing time to develop, or so it appears, right? Mitchell Trubisky in Chicago, Deshaun Watson in Houston, Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. All of them have played pretty well here in the early going into preseason. And in a couple of cases, they pushed their starting quarterbacks to become better, right? Tom Savage has picked up his game in Houston, as has Alex Smith in Kansas City. And one other rookie, keep an eye on Deshaun Kaiser in Cleveland. I think he's on the rise.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, Lynch. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll turn to the power game at Waller. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Throwing on first down is Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Crabtree the target on that one, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. They dump it off to Lynch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. And now the Packers get set to go. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. In motion left is Cobb. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, he had to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, turning the legs a little bit, and gaining what he needed for a first down?
Well, that's the deal. On 3rd down, these guys, they know where the sticks are. He obviously knew right there.
And if you want to be a dependable 3rd down receiver, you've got to be willing to absorb those types of hits and make those sort of plays.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This will be caught by Nelson for a Packer touchdown. Jordy Nelson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Crosby on now to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. So out come the Raiders. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking deep in the direction of... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. First down, the run with Lynch. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Going up top. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
319. Hey, 50. Hey, 6.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
26.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Easy. 318.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
It gets it over the middle to Cobb. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. Punching it in. From a yard away. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Carr. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Rodgers hands to Montgomery. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Play clock winding down. Now Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. It's a pickup of 21. And it'll be a Green Bay first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Carr. Flushed out right. And some room to work. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Carr throwing on second down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Carr now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Carr going to throw. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Carr got to have this one. He sets to fire deep. And now here is another interception. And it's Clem Dix with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Fights off the defender. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Hey, 7:34. Kill. 694.
Carr now on 1st down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Nick Perry from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Travis Carey. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Rodgers now on first down. Caught left side by Cobb. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him near the 34-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Now Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On 3rd down, it's Montgomery. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Get reset. Hey, easy. 319. Wide left. Slam. 319.
The toss play to Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. To throw is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Nelson. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man. Complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling.
And my goodness, another interception. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
319, 630. Check 88. Jump out. Go. Hurry up.
Rodgers throwing here. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10.
Hurry up. 319. Right. Go.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Sean Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Hey, 734.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Rodgers looking to throw. And this is caught at the end. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.